is Jonel. Welcome to this square room. I am here with my co-host Hugh-Gene. How are you? What does that mean? Like just so-so? Okay, we're not using words today?
Nope.
That kind of day?
Yeah.
How was your week? Okay, so we're back to that. Well, I mean, I feel like the weekend should hopefully be good. It's my birthday this weekend.
Yay.
I'm doing a little cottage for my birthday.
Getting older.
I know, right? 1 year closer to death. Yay!
See the grays coming in.
Did you hear the story about a dog that was recently stolen from an Ontario cottage?
Mm-hmm.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
The person left behind a note that said, "I have your dog, so stop looking for him." How, first of all, how crazy? Who does that?
I don't know, probably like an animal rights activist or something.
No, I feel like that's just someone who saw a dog and they're like, I like it and I want to take it.
Probably.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like that's crazy. And I was like, oh my gosh. Because I'm bringing Kingsley to the cottage, obviously, this weekend. And I'm like, oh, well, if someone steals my dog, there will be hell to pay.
Well, it's both the people's fault.
What do you mean?
Shouldn't have left your dog outside for that long.
How do you know how long the dog was outside?
They said they left their dog outside.
Yeah, but how do you know how long?
They said they'll leave their dog outside for hours at a time. I wouldn't leave my dog outside for hours at a time. I don't, especially in a cottage area, I'd be outside with my dog.
Yeah, I guess they're thinking cottage areas, it's more like small towny, so
It matters, both people's fault.
No, it's
more the person who stole's fault, of course, but you have to
if your dog is trained and it's on your property, that's like saying you left your lawnmower out or your
if someone takes it, it's your fault.
No, it's their fault because it's still on your property. It's still robbery. It's not like you just left your dog
but it's
in
your fault
public.
for leaving it out.
I guess, but a dog is
a
dog is like a living, breathing thing. That's like if your kids are playing outside, is it okay for someone to come and snatch your kids?
No, but you still have to be accountable for what you left the thing unattended. You still have to be accountable. I don't know. I believe in extreme accountability.
Extreme accountability?
Yeah, you have to be. I think it's good to be accountable as much as possible, and you have to look at the situation. If your kid gets stolen from your front yard, it's still your fault. Why is your kid unattended in your front yard? You should at least have an eye on your kid. For me,
I get what you're saying, but if you are a parent or ever speak to a parent, you know it's impossible to, especially if you have multiple kids.
Course.
You can't have eyes everywhere. So it's like...
But I wouldn't leave my kid in the front yard unattended. Backyard, sure. Front yard, no.
It's not even necessary. Okay, so what if your kid's outside playing or what if your kid goes to ride their bike or to hang out with their friends down the street at the park and then something happens? Is that your fault too because you allowed your kid to go out and you didn't supervise?
Yeah, still small part of accountability. Yeah,
but it's how you cannot helicopter over your...
That's not helicopter. That's just being accountable for your own action.
If your kids go to a park, just down the road, like a neighborhood park,
No, helicopter
and something happens to them...
That's not helicopter parenting. That's just being accountable.
No, I'm saying the only way to, unless you go to the park with them, and I'm not talking about young kids, obviously. I'm talking about kids that are old enough to go down the street on their own. If something were to happen, they're still young enough that something could happen, unfortunately. I mean, things can happen at any age, but you know what I'm saying. But it's also
Yeah, just think of what could you have done differently in this situation. What could you have helped to prevent it? There's nothing you could do, nothing you can do. Or maybe you could have worked bad.
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
The dog thing, that's still your fault.
I definitely think you need to be accountable, but this whole extreme accountability, that doesn't make sense to me.
I think it's good. I always think it's good to look at every situation and think about, okay, how could I have done differently? What could I have done differently? With the dogs thing, obviously, it's to me, it's still a tiny part of their fault. If you're going to be in cottage country, I wouldn't leave my dog unattended outside by himself. Even if it doesn't matter how well trained he is, even if he's insanely well trained, I'm still going to watch my dog. Especially in cottage country where you have foxes, coyotes, bears.
It depends on what type of dog, because certain dogs you're not going to be as worried about.
It doesn't matter.
I didn't say you're not going to be worried. I'm just saying, because a big, German Shepherd.
German Shepherd will still get fucked up by a coyote.
No, they're bigger than coyotes.
No, they're not. They're the same size.
I feel like coyotes, especially ones here.
A coyote could easily fuck up a German Shepherd.
I don't know about that.
And then you have black bears also. And also that depends if the coyote's by himself.
Do you see the video of that guy who rescued a coyote pup that was by himself?
No.
Yeah, I think it was running and he picked it up and I guess he brought it to some sort of rehab or something. It's kind of a funny video, but I don't know if the comments are like true. I saw it on Instagram, but they're saying that like the coyote died the next day or something like that because it was by itself. Like its parents weren't there. The guy's just like, I don't know. They say it's a Boston accent or whatever. He just has like a weird accent, or Chicago. I don't know. He has an accent. He's just like, oh, did rednecks kill your parents? Talking to the coyote, the coyote pup. I don't know, but I don't know. Let's just fingers crossed that this weekend goes well. Nobody takes my dog. Nobody annoys me, and I have a good weekend.
Just watch your dog. Simple.
Yeah, it's Virgo season. You know, the best time of the year.
What's that mean?
Virgo season.
Oh, don't talk about signs.
What?
Signs are bullshit. They're bullshit.
To an extent.
No, they're bullshit.
I'm not super into horoscopes and that sort of thing, but I dabble here and there.
I don't bother. I think they're
like I'm aware of what my birthstone is. I know what like the traits of my sign. Birthstone. Well, actually, birthstones are not for zodiac. Birthstones are dependent on the month that you're born in. So mine, I don't even remember how to pronounce it, but it's like a light green birthstone.
So like lime green?
Not lime, a little softer, but yeah, like closer to that, yeah.
It's like a lime green with a little white paint in it?
Well, it's a stone, so it's not actually light lime green.
Your earth color?
It's not earth
Mine's
color.
Brown. Like my poop.
What? Yeah, it's called peridot.
What the fuck?
That's what it's called.
What does it look
like? The August birthstone.
It's fucking green.
Yeah, but it's a light
That's like
green.
A leaf.
No, it's not emerald green, though.
No, but that's like a leaf. It looks like a leaf. It looks like a maple leaf in the summer. It's just green.
Sure, yeah. It's
How do people come up with these bullshit names for colors?
No. Peridot is the name of the stone.
What does that mean?
It's the name of the stone.
What does the word mean? I feel like it has some sort of meaning to it.
Oh, that? I'm not too sure.
Just pulled that word out there. Peridot.
Yeah, it's saying the color is like a green yellow.
It looks just green.
No, but look, you see the hints of like the lighter yellow in there. Look at the edges.
Yeah, at the edges.
A stone,
it's like a dying leaf.
No, it's like... I thought it was like a healthy maple leaf. Now it's dying.
Well, no. If it has yellow in it, it's not healthy. It means it's dying.
Yeah, I'd always known that this is my birthstone, but like I just
what
never...
does it mean? I feel like there has to be a meaning behind... What's the word called? What is it?
What? Peridot. Peridot.
It must have a meaning.
Let me see what
yours pull
is.
that out of their eye. What's August this month? Peridot.
Oh, yours is... Is it Opal or is it Tourmaline? Hold on. You have two?
Oh, because I'm special.
Wait a minute.
I guess October people are cool.
I just need to make sure. Why am I seeing two? Are you kidding me?
Because October people are cool, bro. We have that haunted month.
Is this true? Individuals born in October get to choose between two birthstones.
Oh, cool. So the person who created this birthstone bullshit probably was born in October. It was like, I want two choices. I don't want.
Okay, well you get
two.
Opal and Tourmaline.
What does it mean?
Opal is the one up there, and this is
Tourmaline.
Tourmaline.
They both look shit.
Why?
They both look fruity ass stones.
Hugh-Gene.
If they was like, that looks lame. What does it mean? I feel like there should have a meaning towards these words.
Opal originates from the Greek word opalis, which is meant to see a change in color, which kind of makes sense because it's fall. No, October.
I have to see a change in color.
Oh my god.
So fall. One is fall. What's the other one?
Hold on. Wearing opal is well worth the extra care. For centuries, people have associated this gemstone with good luck. Though some modern superstitions claim that opals can be bad luck to anyone not born in October.
Oh my god. Fall. All right, what's the other one mean?
1 second. Let me get that information.
And another one.
Okay, so the meaning of tourmaline means stone of mixed colors. So it just seems like the fall, like the October.
It just all means fall. It's just fall.
No, I'm just saying it just means like mixed. It's just very like colorful.
Fall. So they both mean fall.
Hold on, it's mined in Brazil, Sri Lanka, Nigeria, Mozambique, Madagascar, Afghanistan, Pakistan,
There's
and
stones everywhere.
the U.S.
So it's just all over the world.
No.
It's just not Asia. Well, it's in Asia.
Oh my gosh.
So it's the stones everywhere but Europe.
One of this gemstone's most impressive traits is its ability to become electrically charged through heat.
Whoa.
When charged, tourmaline can act as a magnet. See, the thing is, like, when I'm familiar a little bit with tourmaline just because, like, my inner hippie is really into, like, crystals and stones and, like, that sort of thing.
I know.
But here's the thing. Here's
Thank
another...
God you don't have a bunch of stones.
No, but I
know, that's that... I don't know. I think that's stone shit.
There's this really, like, popular... well, there's a few, but there's one that I specifically follow on Instagram.
Stones?
Yeah, a store in Toronto, and I'm like, I really want to go.
Is that store you're telling me about?
Maybe. There's a few, but there's one.
The only stone to me that's useful is the Himalayan salt. And that's not even a stone, that's just salt.
Yeah.
Like, to me, that's the only thing that actually proves it.
No, like, tourmaline is a semi-precious stone.
What the fuck does that mean?
It's, like, not like a precious stone is, like up, like, you know, but it's like it's semi-precious. Yeah.
It's semi-precious?
Yeah.
So is this a stone that wants to feel special? But it's not really special because no one gives a fuck about it. I'm annoyed. Those two words just pretty much mean fall. They're pretty much just fancy words of saying fall.
Mine is a semi-precious mineral.
Mineral. What does your word mean?
I can find out. It's named after the French word.
Oh, that's a downside already.
Well, my name is also French, so it makes a lot of sense. Okay, all right.
Give me a croissant.
It means gold,
Ooh.
And it actually can vary towards the color. Oh, it's also the gift that is given for the 16th year of marriage. Oh, and it's the national gem of Egypt.
That's important. Well, what does it mean, though? What does the word mean?
The word?
Yes.
Gold. I told you.
Gold. It just means gold.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's an extra word for gold.
It's a French word. Well, it's named after a French word that meant gold. But yeah.
Excuse me. Excuse me again. Ooh.
When worn as an amulet, peridot stones are good for asthma and sinuses.
Is it?
And they have their nursing powers, which have given magical effects on eye, stomach, thyroid, liver, and other body parts. They're also known to alleviate anger, fear, depression, nervousness, anxiety, and jealousy.
You want to know what else that can help with those things?
And it symbolizes strength. It's sometimes called the evening emerald because it's a light green color, so it's not quite emerald, but it's like evening emerald. And it was once believed that the green peridot crystals found in volcanic ashes were tears of the volcano goddess Pele. Ooh. What? You're just staring. You're judging me.
It just sounds like a load of bullshit to me.
The thing is, I really believe in, like...
asthma? It can help your asthma?
I believe in the healing powers of crystals because I feel like things that come from the earth are meant to... like, we came from the earth, these minerals and natural elements, they've all come from the earth, and I feel like they can, like...
the mineral parts I can agree with, but I feel like...
help us, and I feel like different stones and different gems.
I feel like having a rock just sitting right there, it's not going to do shit.
No, if you just buy crystals and you're just like, okay, well, this one's money, this one's success.
Just, like, rub it a little bit, jerk it off a bit. So, like, yeah, give me that success. Give me that success!
Stop! You are blowing out the microphone.
I'm sorry.
No, for anyone who was wondering what he was doing, why it made that sound,
jerking off the fucking
thing. He was jerking off the mic
trying
stand.
to get that stone power, bro.
Disgusting.
Trying to get these rare metal powers from this post.
No, but here's the thing: if you buy the crystals but you don't really believe in them, you're not gonna find, like.
Does anyone really believe in them though?
Yes. What is wrong with you? No. So what it is, it's the crystals. Like when people like buy crystals and they have them in their house or they wear them, they're meant to enhance certain things. You're meant to bring things out of you. So if you I don't know, if you have like a love stone, it's not going to bring love into your life, but it's going to help make your environment a better one for love. So for instance, if you and I, right, in a relationship, if I forgot what it's called, but whatever, like, don't give me that face. I'm just saying, it's not gonna be like, it's not magic. It's not like all of a sudden
drop these stones in the Middle East and spread love. That will solve the problems in the Middle East. Is drop fucking stones.
No, but like, oh my gosh.
But you just described
they're just meant to
bring love.
No, they're meant to enhance whatever is inside of you. So if I have love for you and I want to make sure our relationship is healthy, and the stones are there to enhance what is already within me and within us and our household and that sort of thing. It's meant to bring the positive vibes of whatever traits that stone may have. whether it's good for focusing or anxiety or love or success or like, you know what I mean? But you can't just get a stone and be like, okay, so now I'm going to be rich because I have this like money stone.
So you just have to be like, I believe in you, rock. I believe in you.
It's kind of, it's a mix of like believing, but also like, you can't just like manifest something and be like, oh, it's going to happen, but not work for it. Like if you work for it, it's meant to enhance what comes your way.
So if I want to work towards getting $1 million, it might give me $2 million if I have that stone around me.
I didn't say it doubles. It's okay.
But it enhances the money.
You're acting like I'm talking about like
but that's
magic.
Just an easy extent.
This isn't
magic.
The Harry Potter world, okay?
But that pretty much is the Harry Potter world. It's a fucking rock.
Oh my god. They didn't use
How do they prove that these rocks, how do they prove that these stones actually alleviate anxiety and all these stuff and bring more love? How do they prove that?
Once some
dickhead was just like, hey, this rock gives me more love.
What?
But how do they prove that? That's what I want to know. How do you prove that these rocks actually do that? How do you know it's not just a placebo thing?
Because, like, okay, for instance, like certain stones are known to, like, ward off negativity, like
maybe just hang out with people that are not negative,
and like protective, and like maybe you may be in a place in your life where you need that, and then having that, you may see that less negative things are happening. It doesn't mean that nothing bad is ever going to happen to you.
Maybe the less negative things are happening because you're aware that negative things are happening in your life, so you're making differences to get rid of that negative things.
I don't think always work that way.
Okay. No, but I don't think just being a rock right there.
If anyone out there is listening and you guys are like into crystals and stones, and it's not rocks, it's not like a pebble that you see on the ground.
They're
like,
practically that. What is a rock?
This makes me grounded now.
But they're pretty much rocks.
Right, but you can't pick up a stone on the ground and just like a from your local park and be like, oh, this is like equivalent of like an agate stone that's gonna protect me.
Well, why would that rock not protect you? That rock's gone through a lot of shit.
The only way it could protect you is if you throw it at someone.
Well, exactly, just like your guys' fucking rocks. That's when you brought out the protection. I was like, yeah, it's gonna protect you if you pick it up and throw it at someone.
I don't know. I'm not super into it, but I really, really do want to. I
think they're pretty.
Learn more. I mean, that's a plus 2, but that's not why.
I think that's the plus 1.
I just feel like something that is like natural, it can't be bad. You know?
How do you know it's natural? How do you know the rock's actually natural though? How do you know they didn't just manufacture it?
I'm pretty sure there's ways to tell. Again, me personally, I want to get into it more, so I would be able to tell. But of course,
by the energy that it gives off.
Oh my god!
But that's how some. But if I was gonna ask the person, how can you prove that this rock is actually this? They're gonna give me some bullshit like it gives off the aura of peace and love.
You know what aura you give off?
Not bullshit rocks. Because I feel like that rock.
You give off a highly critical aura.
Well, of course I'm critical.
Highly, and it's not necessary.
But I feel like a lot of these like I have my hippie tendencies too.
Like what? Walking around barefoot with your dirty ass feet?
Yeah, and
that's the only hippie tendency.
Which is I'm happy about because hippies are annoying as fuck. After watching that Vietnam documentary, I'm just like, God damn, hippies are annoying.
Yeah, you're annoying too.
I don't know, man. I think the rock thinks they're bullshit. I think they're pretty and they're cool, but it's like how do you prove that this is actually the rock that you say it is, and how do you prove that it actually does something for you? How do you know it's not just a placebo effect? Right. I think it's just a placebo.
But you could say that about a lot of things.
Like what?
Like religion.
Oh yeah, too. Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that.
Anything that people believe in that they think can enhance their life. Like even certain like
but I'd be
health fads, right? Like a lot of them are new, a lot of them aren't necessarily proven. A lot of them, like people can give you arguments, but at the end of the day, it's like, how do you really know that this is better? Like you take someone who's vegan versus someone who is on the carnivore diet. Both sides feel like that is the best way. They are so much healthier. They feel so much better. Blah blah blah, right? And so it's like, yeah, you may have positive effects from this, but you're saying, how do you really prove it? So you're saying,
yeah, but those things can be proved by science. A rock can't.
Yeah, you want to bet? I think it could. I'm just saying. Hold on. All I'm saying is, you could compare it to a lot of things.
You can't compare a rock to a diet. Diets can be proved by science and nutrition. A rock cannot prove that.
But to prove that this diet is a better way.
Well, no one knows what diet's better. No nutritionist can agree with that. What I'm saying,
but a lot of people claim that. Even you personally claim that carnivore over veganism.
I think it makes more sense when you go to how humans ate for pretty much their whole existence. Yes.
Right. So my theory. It makes more sense. My theory about the fact that crystals they come from like, why are you laughing? They come from the earth. They're natural minerals. Why isn't that healthy for us? The same way that like the whole
ingesting idea minerals makes more sense because a lot of people tend to lack minerals. But
do you believe in like saging, like a home to release negative bad energy?
No.
You don't believe in any of that?
No.
Interesting. It must be sad for you.
I think it looks cool. Maybe like
it looks cool.
It does look cool. Fucking doing that shit. I think it looks cool as fuck. I don't know. Maybe like it releases like some sort of indoor, like some bullshit in the air. Maybe like how like I
would never move in. Like I'd never live somewhere if I didn't sage the whole.
I'll sage
place
it.
first.
I'll just get a. That's what I used to do in my garage. Sometimes I'll just walk around with the sage. That actually does something. Because if you're in an enclosed room with someone going, I'm saging the room with the marijuana, then everyone's going to get more. It actually, you see the effects of it. Some people might get more calm. Some people might get more paranoid. But I don't know. I think sage is cool. Maybe, I don't know, because I don't know what it releases. I don't know if it actually is a plant that releases stuff into the air. Like, like the oil stuff? Like lavender,
essential oils.
It's whatever, yeah. Like those things. Yeah, it seems like that you do stuff. So if sage actually because I don't know anything about sage. I don't know if it actually releases stuff that does soothe people and whatever. I don't know.
All I know is no matter where I go, I'm saging because I don't want someone's dead ant haunting me.
You really think sage is gonna save you from a dead ant? If that dead ant wants to stay there, that dead ant's gonna stay there.
Ward off the bad spirits in a peaceful, calm way. Let them know, thank you. This is my home now. You don't gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell out of here.
You think if I'm a spirit?
Namaste.
You think if I'm a spirit? Don't say namaste. If I'm a spirit,
fucking tell me what to do.
If I'm a spirit and someone walks into the fucking house burning a leaf and tell me get out. This is good vibes now. I'm like, shut up. You're getting haunted for sure now. I was going to leave you alone, but now I'm going to possess your ass when you're dreaming. If I was a spirit. I don't know. If you want to get rid of the bad vibes and spirits, get some holy water. If you hear like some like, if you hear like that in the background, then okay, this works.
Honestly, I feel like holy water will probably have an effect on you.
Probably.
Like, I feel like that's what I need to invest in. Just dash some on you and like just you hear the burning, like when like you put something in a frying pan, it starts to sizzle.
Yeah.
That's how I feel like holy water would sound touching your skin.
Like,
and I feel like at first you wouldn't react because I feel like a couple drops like you're stronger than that, and then I have to like douse you with the whole bottle and you start melting like the Wicked Witch of the West. Yeah, that's that's how I think about you.
All right, don't shit on Joe's rocks.
I just feel like you're just so critical of everything, and like I get it.
Everything. I just want to see the point.
You are critical.
Just feel like
you're very critical of a lot of the things that I enjoy.
Just the rocks, because they're expensive as fuck too. That's why I think it's even more bullshit because they're so fucking expensive. I feel like it's just that's how I see it. Because you see, I don't know. Because if they weren't ridiculously priced, then I'd be more like, I don't. Maybe there's no scam.
But you know
about
what?
This.
Some people would just also be like, oh well, like this is a $2 rock that you can get from the dollar store. What's it really gonna do for you? Exactly. It's like damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah, I don't know. I see it. I would say that the rock from the beach could give you more power than a rock you buy from the store, because that rock's been through some shit.
It's the type of mineral.
Well, there's minerals all over the place. But you know what I'm trying to say? Because that rock, has gone through some shit. It's been stepped on, it's been shit on, it's been probably gone in the sea, back and forth. It's gone through some shit. I get what you're saying,
Hugh-Gene.
That rock gives you power.
But sometimes you need to just let people
do your thing.
Live their life. Sometimes, how like people on the internet, like they feel like they need to like point out what like other people are doing with their life that they disagree with. You know what I mean? I feel like that's you in this moment.
No, I don't give a fuck if you get rocks. If you have a bunch of rocks, I'm like, cool.
Yeah, but even you just undermining and just calling them rocks.
Okay, gems.
Stones. Gems, crystals. Like rocks. I'm just saying, right? Like you're just... That's like you being like, oh, I love motorcycles. And me being like, yeah, okay, enjoy your little bicycle.
Yeah, cool. It is technically a bicycle.
But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
it is technically a rock.
But I wouldn't care.
No, it's not about caring or not. But like what the person who's saying that is doing. You're just kind of like downplaying it because you don't take it seriously.
Yeah, and then I'll just be like, okay, and then just leave. I would separate myself from the situation.
I'm not talking about what you as a like specific person would do. I'm just talking about like generally speaking. Like I'm just saying it's not necessary.
Okay, I won't downplay the crystals anymore.
Well, thank you. I feel like you really want to call them rocks just now.
No, I'm saying what they are, but okay.
No, but like it's not even that. I just feel like
compressed carbon. I think the I support the Himalayan salt. I just brought those.
Why is Himalayan salt better than sea salt? Why is sea salt better than table salt?
I don't know.
You don't know. You don't even know.
Himalayan salt tastes better.
Oh my god.
I know that. It tastes better to me.
Okay. Does it really taste better? Or do you just think it looks better so it tastes better?
No, it tastes better. It looks the same once it all comes out. When you grind it up, it looks the same.
Oh, I thought you meant...
Well, when you shit it out, well, you can't really see the salt when you shit it out.
Well, that's why I
hope
thought...
you shouldn't see it. If you see it, call the doctor.
I don't think that's salt if you're seeing it.
Yeah, if you're seeing a crystal come out your ass, then probably some weird hippie then. I don't know.
Oh my god.
I feel like some hippies have done some shit like that. They're like, if this relieves anxiety, maybe if I make it a part of me, it will get rid of anxiety completely. And then they just eat. There's definitely been some hippy dippy people that have done that shit. Yeah. Eat the gems. Become one with the gems.
I'm sure.
I am the gem.
You're not a gem.
I'm not the fucking
You're
gem.
not.
I'm just a person.
Did you hear that apparently 45% of Americans admitted to wearing the same underwear for 2 days?
Why is that a shock?
Because it's nasty.
I've worn underwear for 2 days or more. I don't care.
Ew.
Take a shower.
You take a shower and then put them back on?
No. I don't do that.
Okay, so that...
If I've like,
so you're just not showering.
Yeah, I've gone like a day without showering before.
Well, we already talked about how like when you were a kid, how you.
Oh yeah, I've gone a day without showering. If I feel like if I have not done shit for the whole day, I'm not gonna take a fucking shower. It's a waste. If I'm active for the whole day, if I know
you don't even change your underwear.
No, I don't care. Some days, if I've literally just sat there and not done shit. What's the point? It's clean. I haven't sweat or anything. I don't.
Your body naturally secretes like.
I do the smell test sometimes. I don't care. I'm a guy. Most guys have done that. Most guys do that, and I know a lot of girls are gross like that too. I never wear my underwear
for more than 12 hours at a time.
Okay.
So, AKA, I change my underwear twice a day, and
I think that's ridiculous.
And sometimes more.
That's a waste of laundry.
Why? One throughout the day. Like, I'm typically like a evening shower. Mm-hmm. So I'll like wear one throughout the day and then shower, change my underwear. And then for like the rest of the night until the morning, then I get ready for my day, I change again. Yeah, so twice a day.
Get home from work at like late and I'll just go straight to bed. I don't care.
Every now and then I do that too. Like I said, I typically shower in the evening, but if I don't, I still will change. The way you take off your clothes for the day and like you'll put on pajamas or house clothes or whatever, I will change out of the underwear I've been wearing all day.
Do we sleep in the same pajama pants more than once?
No.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Yeah, I've done that.
Pajamas you typically wear like a few times before.
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah, I don't know anyone.
But like to me, I don't know. If I'm not doing shit, like literally just fucking laying in the grass all day, because I've done that, I don't see the point. It's still clean. I'll be like, yep, it's good.
I don't know. I feel like that's so gross. Like I'm just sitting here real disgusted right now.
I don't know. That number doesn't shock me at all.
And why do you think changing my underwear twice a day is too much? Two pairs a day?
What do you mean? Like one change? Like put one on in the morning and change one at nighttime?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
Like if, for instance, say
I think like change in the middle of the fucking day. I'm like, come on.
Sometimes I will, but it depends on what I'm doing. For instance, like women, when you go to the gym. You should change out of any damp clothing because you can get yeast infections.
Yeah, also your guys' shit's more open and exposed to the world and infections and shit compared to our shit. It's more protected.
Yeah, vaginas naturally have discharge.
It's leaking all over the place.
No, don't describe it that way. I'm not going to let you talk about vaginas and vulvas like that.
They don't leak all over the place?
No.
They're not leaky faucets sometimes?
No.
A vagina is kind of a leaky faucet.
No.
It is.
No.
So when a girl gets wet, it's not kind of like a leaky faucet?
But that's in a sexual scenario.
I feel like you guys are kind of leaky faucets. But that's still a leaky faucet.
What?
That's still kind of a leaky faucet, though.
What do you mean?
If you're if you're getting, it's a leaky faucet.
If you say leaky faucet one more time,
dicks can be leaky faucets.
Stop saying that. I think everyone got, like, you said it like 17 times. Stop saying those two words. Just stop.
Leaky.
Hugh-Gene.
Don't throw that. It'll miss and hit the window. You have bad aim.
I won't miss.
You missed.
Trust
from
me.
that close before.
When I aim, I never miss my target.
When you aim, you miss.
No. I just think it's like, especially for women.
That's what you guys.
For women, it's a sanitary thing, but I think for men, you guys don't have.
We don't care.
No, but here's the thing. Well, yeah, so maybe don't care, like that. That makes sense. But I think it's like men balls. Like you guys have, like women have a lot of crevices, but you guys also have a lot of crevices and going on down there, and it smells and gets like super gross. And I think that everyone should change their underwear at least twice a day.
Yeah, do what you want. That's my advice. Do what you want.
I mean, I'm not gonna go around checking people like, hey, sir, did you smell check?
I smell shit, sir. Change your underwear.
I smell shit. Ew.
Is that skid marks I see there, Sonny?
Oh my god, you know, like when people are changing a baby and they pull the back out to see if they pooped?
No, baby shit's gross, man. I've changed some diapers. It's gross.
You've changed diapers?
Yeah, because Josh has a bunch of foster kids and stuff. So
I was like, are you having permission from,
no, man,
from these parents
baby
to just...
diapers are disgusting, man.
Yeah. Any sort of diaper is disgusting.
No, this baby shit.
No, well, babies in general, because like their bodies are like adjusting to different things. They have like
gross.
The explosion poops.
No.
Babies, I think their first poops are like black when they're born. Like they don't start getting to the solid shits for a while. It's just like, ugh, disgusting.
Chocolate milk.
Yeah, so basically you're like a baby. You're overgrown baby because that's how you shit.
It's chocolate milk coming out. Who wants a milkshake?
Do you wash your chicken before you cook it?
No, it's stupid.
You don't?
No, I did it and I'm like, why am I doing this? This is actually worse to do this. Like, I'm not really washing the chicken. I'm just putting water on it. It's not really washing it. I've seen people actually use soap to wash chicken.
No, that's stupid.
But I think just washing your chicken is stupid in general.
Did your mom never teach you, like...
Yeah, she taught me, and I thought it was stupid. I always thought it was stupid.
I was
when I was younger, I thought it was fine. But then when I started, I don't know, thinking, I was like, why am I washing? I'm actually doing more damage by splashing that shit all over the place. See,
but that's what people say, but I feel like if you contain it, then... Like, for instance, I was always taught to get a bowl, you fill it with, some warm water, and then also vinegar. Because if you just splash around water, I don't think that does anything. The vinegar, like just white vinegar, it cuts the germs. And then you do that, and then you rinse it off, and then you dry off the chicken.
Know what else does that?
But then you also have to obviously dispose of, like, you have to wash your hands, or if you're wearing gloves, you dispose of those, the raw chicken stuff, and then you just...
What about the water?
What do you mean? You put... That's what I said. It's in a bowl, so it's contained. And
where do you dump the water?
Down the sink.
Do you think most people, when they dump their water, clean their sink right after?
I do.
But
because that's how I was raised.
I'm talking about the vast majority of people. Do you think most people do that?
I would think that people who take the effort to clean their chicken would also clean their surroundings because they're worried about the germs.
But every time I see people clean the chicken, it's just like, and just like do that and that's it. I think it's stupid because like you cook it, the germs are dead. And chicken's not like red meat where you can eat chicken like medium. You have to cook chicken fully.
I remember seeing a meme where someone's like, "Oh, I made chicken medium rare."
Yeah, no, I think washing chicken is just a waste of time, and you're doing more damage than you actually are. It's I don't know. I've never understood it.
I think the way I do it is sanitary enough in a sense that like I don't spread the germs.
It's just a waste of time though.
I'd rather take the extra time just to be safe.
But
I would hate to like cook for
not...
myself or somebody else and then be like, yo, like this person's going home with diarrhea because of my chicken.
No, because you undercooked your chicken. That's why. That's why they're going home with diarrhea.
I don't know about that. Maybe what if it's well cooked and they still get an upset stomach? That means I gave them food poisoning and possibly salmonella.
If you gave them salmonella, it wasn't cooked. And 2, if they get sick, the chicken was old.
Okay, you're looking into all sort of different factors.
No, I'm just looking at it logically. I bought the chicken fresh.
It is cooked. I used a meat thermometer and everything, and I did the test where I cut it open and I made sure it wasn't pink on the middle and blah, blah, blah. I'm just saying, right? Like, there's so many factors. So the only reason why is either A, it's old, and the store that you bought it from is lying for you because stores are there all the time, or 2, you didn't cook it properly. I don't know. Like I said, like I would just rather be safe than sorry, and I feel like taking extra time is nothing. As long as I make sure I wipe down my cooking surface, I don't think anything is wrong with that. But I do agree. It's a
wash.
Huh?
Wash, not wipe.
Well, you gotta like for instance, it's like
Lysol wipe.
What?
A Lysol wipe?
No.
That kills all the germs. Why don't you Lysol wipe the chicken?
It kills 99.9%.
Why don't you Lysol wipe the chicken?
Because the material that kills those germs, this is like eating. Would you eat hand sanitizer?
No.
Exactly. So why would you like that? Kills 99.9% of germs as well.
I just don't cook.
It's not made to ingest.
I don't know. I just don't wash my chicken. I've seen videos of people using soap, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, well, that's people who like don't understand the concept, or they're just trying to be funny, and they're like, oh, okay, let me put soap on the chicken. I
feel like that's only a black thing, though. The whole washing chicken.
No, it's not.
It's not?
No, but I will say, I would say actually a lot of minorities.
I would just say
like
it's
Latinos.
I would say it's just a Caribbean thing, like a West Indian and a black thing. To me, because those are the only people I hear ever talk about it. Because I've even talked to Asians about this.
No, but black people are just the loudest.
Oh no, shit!
They're not.
When aren't we the loudest?
What?
When aren't we the loudest?
No, I mean metaphorically, like we speak up about it the most. But
okay.
I don't know. I was just asking because there's a recent study that's saying you shouldn't wash your chicken.
Yeah, I know. Those are scientists who've done tests, not just stupid white people.
No, but they're talking about like the same. Essentially, what you said.
Yeah,
like
just splashing shit.
Splashing, you spread.
And the reason why they would say that is because most people, when they wash their chicken, aren't. Some will do the bowl thing. Even when they do the bowl thing, they're just like, and then, and most people don't wash their sink.
Yeah,
most people don't, and that's why they're saying that's why you increase your chance.
Anytime I wash my dishes, I also wash my sink as well. Like I just that's how I was raised. But I get what you're saying. Not everybody does that.
Yeah, and some people when they wash it, and I've seen it, they'll just like run it under the water, and then that's it. Mm-hmm. And then it does more damage. I don't know, I probably just lost my black card for admitting that I don't wash my chicken.
Yeah, disgusting.
I never had it. But.
Nasty.
I don't know. I think I never understood it. I understood it at first, but then when I really, because before I would be like one of those people like, "Ew, you don't wash your chicken, white." But then like I thought about it, I was like, why am I washing my chicken? I cook it. That kills all the germs. I'm just wasting my time.
Yeah, no.
So I'm one of those rare blacks that don't wash their chicken.
Speaking of your black card.
My black card. Oh God.
Did you hear that the Proud Family's coming back?
It's not gonna be good.
But they're going to be like teenagers. Or not teenagers. They're going to be older. I don't know what age.
I'm not excited. I'm just not excited. I know it's going to be some woke bullshit. So that's why I'm not. And I'm not excited.
Don't just assume.
It's most likely going to be some woke bullshit.
Coming back on the Disney Channel.
It's not doesn't make it any better. And it's going to be made for little kids, not for people that are preteen. If it was made for preteen age.
No, I think it's going to be made for like preteen, like older kids.
I doubt it. I'm not excited. I want to be excited, but I'm going to be... Let me see the picture. I don't know. I want to be excited.
They all look the same. Like, the whole gang is back.
God, what was that? White Zoe was her name?
Zoe.
She looks even more fucked up, man.
What?
Beady ass eyes. The Latina one, she looks more black than Latina.
La Cienega?
Yeah, La Cienega looks more like a black chick
Let me see.
She looks more like a black chick than a Latina chick.
No, I think because she got her curves. Like, she grew up, you know?
Yeah, she looks like a black chick. Penny looks the same. The loud one with blonde hair, she still looks
Dijonais.
the same. Yeah, and then... Sticky lost some weight. He looks like a fuckboy now.
Let me see.
Sticky looks like a fuckboy. His eyes aren't open properly, and they're all halfway open. He looks like a fuckboy.
His eyes were never open all the way.
I don't know. He just looks like a fuckboy now. What was that thing he was wearing on his head all the time?
It was his hat.
That was a hat? I always wonder what that... It's like a wave cap.
Hold on. I gotta go look.
I don't know. It didn't look like a toque. It didn't look like a beanie. It didn't look like a yarmulke. I always wondered, like, what is that in your head, bro? I don't know. I'm not.
Oh, I think it's just like a do-rag.
That's not a do-rag. Where's the end of it? It's a wave cap.
I don't know.
See?
I don't.
Show me.
Hold on. I'm trying to find a picture that's not pixelated.
Who did Sticky like? Didn't he like? I guess it's a do-rag.
He's legit kind of the same. Look, even the glasses and everything, like in the older picture.
Who did he like? Was it Penny that he had a crush on?
I don't think so. I don't remember though.
Yeah, I remember he had a crush on her. I love that show. That was one of my favorite shows.
It was a good show. You know what? I'm kind of curious to see what the I wonder if
the blue bitches.
The Gross sisters. I wonder, they probably glowed up real nice because I feel like it's always the ugly ones that like.
Oh, the big one, the big beluga whale one. She's probably like.
Oh my God, I can't.
She's probably just like, I found a gym.
No, but I'm curious to see what her little twin baby siblings look like.
Oh yeah. They're probably just little kids now.
I wonder if
grandma's dead.
I was gonna say, I wonder if she's still alive, and her little dog probably is.
No, they're
gone.
both dead.
No, I don't think they're gonna kill her.
No, they're not gonna kill her.
Because she's such a big character.
What was that? What was Oscar's brother's name? The fucking funky guy.
Is it like Bobby or something?
I don't.
Oh my god! I can't believe you remember that.
I remember that song. I listen to that all the time. I don't remember what it's called.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Whoa, that's aggressive.
I am
aggressive. Yes, you are.
Yeah. I don't know. I want to be excited, but I'm just not. I feel like it's just gonna be a bunch of woke bullshit.
I don't know.
Like a large part of me wants to be excited, but like I have this weight.
All I gotta say is I'm definitely gonna check it out.
I'll check it out.
The person who's way too old to be watching Disney Channel watching.
But I don't know. I just don't feel like cartoons are as good as they used to be. I think some are, but like I think the majority of cartoons aren't as great as they used to be. Like we don't have as. I feel like kids don't have as much as great I don't know, to me at least. Because the thing I always liked about older cartoons, even Arthur, they would have somewhat of adult, some things that only adults would understand. Mm-hmm. And that's what I always liked about. I remember like DW bleeps, like DW when the episode of Arthur when DW swears. That's kids are not gonna fucking get that. The thing that I liked about that episode is that if you know swear words, you know what swear words she was probably saying when she was swearing.
I feel like kids get it because kids swear on the playground.
Kids didn't get that shit.
I don't know. I figured that they did.
Fuck you, Mom.
It's funny talking about like your childhood and like things that like I don't know. I feel like this is like the worst birthday present that Disney could have gotten me. Disney got you what? Walt Disney just came out the grave and was like, "Here you go, child." No, the company Disney.
Disney got you were you a child actor that you didn't tell me about? What happened?
You're not even letting me finish my sentence.
Well, I'm confused. How did Disney get you a present?
I actually was a child actor. Thank you.
On TV?
Yes, I told you about the Marineland commercial.
No, you didn't.
Okay, we'll talk about that after. What I was trying to say is, why are you looking at me like that? Commercial? Yeah.
You support the torture of whales and mammals.
I was 3. It
doesn't matter.
It was the 90s. It was a different time. Listen, shut up. What I'm saying is I recently heard some news and I feel like Disney is just trying to punish me. Like my birthday's coming up and they're giving me this bad news and I think it's very unfair.
What is it?
I'm sure you've heard of it, right?
No.
SpiderMan?
I heard something about...
SpiderMan is no longer a part of the MCU.
Oh, no. Oh, he's just Disney now?
No, Disney owns the MCU, just Sony now.
Oh, so Spider-Man is just Sony.
Yeah, so initially with
Tobey
Maguire, the original Spider-Man, and also Andrew Garfield, it was just Sony.
Yeah, I know those were Sony ones.
Then Sony signed a deal with Disney because Disney owns the MCU, and they came to some sort of agreement to share the rights to Spider-Man. So that's why it's like Spider-Man is still Sony, but like because of Disney, he was fully integrated into the MCU.
Yeah. I know like some characters were like Venom's Sony. Like I know certain Spider-Man villains and characters were specific just for Sony, and then Marvel could take some. So I know Spider-Man was with Marvel, but pretty much it's just Sony now.
Yeah, so essentially they were like splitting everything like 50-50, but like recently they couldn't come to a good deal, so Sony's just like, okay, well, if we can't come to an agreement, then
I understand.
Snap Spider-Man back.
Well,
so it's now it's like, what the hell does that mean?
Yeah, it just fucks up all the rest of the Spider-Man movies.
It fucks everything up because Spider-Man was set to take over as the Tony Stark of the new Avengers.
Yeah, that fucks everything. Well, I understand why Sony probably was just like, I imagine the reason why they couldn't come up with the deal is because probably Sony had they couldn't really have any plans for a Spider-Man movie, and probably because Marvel's making a lot of money off Spider-Man. And Sony used to make that money off Spider-Man, and now they're not anymore. So if I was Sony, I'd be like, what the fuck? I want some of this money. And they're not, because like what Spider-Man movies could Sony plan for the future?
Listen, they've done, like I said, the other ones, the Amazing Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man.
What good Spider-Man movies have they made?
The original ones were great.
The first 2. The third one was meme.
But I'm just saying, the original Spider-Man himself, it was a good, like, you know. But I definitely think Tom Holland is like...
No, he's great.
Yeah. And I think the way they've been doing it so far is just amazing. I think Far From Home actually just surpassed... It's like one of the number 1 movies like of all time. I can't remember what it just surpassed. It
wasn't that great. It was
I know,
good.
but like numbers wise.
Yeah. Well, that's probably why Sony's like, what the fuck? Because they probably never seen these numbers when their Spider-Mans came out. They probably didn't have these numbers. And the thing is, the long lineup of Spider-Man movies that Marvel probably was gonna have, Sony's probably just here like, what the fuck?
Yeah, see, because when they signed the deal, that was when Disney signed the deal. I believe that was when they got into Civil War. And then what was the other one?
Endgame.
No, before that.
Infinity War?
No, before it wasn't Spider-Man was in 2 before I don't know, whatever.
Civil War.
Right, that's how they started to integrate him. That was when they did it.
Yeah, Civil War was when they introduced him.
No, I know, but I thought there was one in between.
No,
but maybe
so.
I'm just there's so many that I can't remember like every single name. But
that sucks. That fucks up a lot of shit.
It sucks, and like I'm so disappointed because everyone knows that Spider-Man is my absolute favorite superhero. So I was excited. I liked the path that they were going down. Everything, and I wonder how that even just messes up the next movie.
Oh, definitely gonna mess. It's gonna yeah.
Because they set it up pretty.
It's a cliffhanger.
That's nicely.
Disappointing.
Yeah.
Because now I was wondering, because that new movie would have been dope.
People are talking about, like, save Spider-Man, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, at this point, sucks. By the time the public knows about it, I feel like the deal is already done.
No,
like, yeah. So I don't
Unless they meet up at the tables and, like, hey,
unless they go back, yeah. But I don't know. I doubt it.
No, it's probably because Sony was seeing how much money Marvel's now been making off Spider-Man.
Disney.
Whatever.
Yeah.
They probably see how much money they're making off that platform. And they're just like, what the fuck? This is technically ours, too. We want some of that money. And then they
No, I mean, I obviously don't quote me, but I believe they were splitting it 50-50
before,
at least for the other, for some of the other movies, because it's like Spider-Man is the Sony character in as far as the movies go, right? He's Sony's character because Sony has the rights, but he's in the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so like they share it. I don't whether it's 50-50 or whatever, they were okay with whatever the deal was. But I think moving forward, they couldn't find numbers that worked out for both parties.
Yeah, because if I was Disney, Marvel, whatever, I'd be like, what the fuck am I giving you guys 50%? You guys aren't doing shit. So I'd see it like that. I'd be like, I'm not giving you 50% of this money. They're probably just like, we'll give you 20%, which is still going to be a lot of money. But Sony's probably like, no, we want more. And then,
But realistically, they should get more because it's like they own the rights.
Well, technically, Marvel created Spider-Man, so they wouldn't have had the rights to Spider-Man if Marvel didn't come up with Spider-Man in the first place.
I get it, but it doesn't matter.
I know
right?
they bought
it's
the
like,
rights.
Yeah,
to it, so that's Marvel's
they
fault
own
for
the
doing
rights, so
stupid.
legally, that's just
that's Marvel's fault then.
It's Disney.
Yeah, but like Marvel Studios before they should have made a movie.
But
about Spider-Man
as far as the movie rights, the cinematic rights are concerned, it's Disney versus Sony.
Yeah.
So like Disney owns the rights to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, so all of the the whole Avenger thing.
Yeah, I know.
Even X-Men. No, I'm just explaining to people listening as well. Yeah.
So it's not Sony anymore?
X-Men is
no,
Disney.
X-Men is Sony.
Are you sure?
Yeah, X-Men's Sony.
Oh,
that's where they're so shit.
I mean,
they've been shit.
I'm a huge X-Men fan, but they definitely dropped the ball recently.
They've always dropped the ball.
Yeah.
I love X-Men too.
No, not always. Not always.
Watch those movies again and see if your opinion's the same. I watched the Spider-Man movies again, and I'm just like, God damn, Spider-Man 3, fuck, it's comical. I still like watching the old Spider-Man movies, but you watch them now and you're like, Jesus Christ.
But you also have to remember, back in the day,
no, they're dope. Well, no, Spider-Man 3 wasn't. No,
but I'm saying like you can't. It's like you can to a certain extent, but you can't completely compare movies that are super old. I guess it's not super old. No, because what they could do with
but story
CGI
can compare,
and
I'm not talking about from a CGI. I'm talking about.
I'm just saying everything overall, right? And I feel like if you want to do this type of explosion, but you don't have the means to, you're gonna change your story a little bit so that you can make it work. So I feel like not having access to certain things that we have today definitely takes an effect. For instance, the Halloween movies, right? Michael Myers with the mask and the kid. I was obsessed. I still am. Like you know me, I love serial killers, and it's a story for another time. But
crazy person.
But like you look at those movies and it's like, okay, so little history. Michael Myers is a kid, just real fucked up, kills his family, like whatever, right? I don't think so.
If you don't know Michael Myers, get the fuck out of here.
See, now we really want to watch a Halloween movie. Ooh, oh my god, and Halloween's
But
coming
you know,
up,
you can easily compare old movies to new movies.
No, but what I'm saying
especially
is,
effects wise too, you can.
No, but what I'm saying is looking at those movies, you're like, Jesus, that looks fake. This looks ridiculous. I mean, obviously the camera quality, you can't really, that's not fair to think, but just looking at like, you're like, this was scary back then. Whereas now shit is just
Exorcist of Emily Rose. That to that day is still a scary movie to this day.
I don't think I ever saw that one.
You don't want to, because that gave me night terrors for 2 months. For instance,
like, okay, I never saw the original It from
no, that shit's fucking comical.
But everyone, no, I saw the most recent one.
No, the original one's reboot, comical.
But the one from like 28, 29 years ago, like, I didn't see that one, but I know everyone talked about it. But they're also saying, like, looking at it now,
it's comical.
It's nothing. But as a kid,
of course,
because back then that was the standard, but now the standard has changed, so it's not.
But I think it's worse. I think scary movies now are doo doo compared to what they used to be. But to kind of prove my point. The Exorcist of Emily Rose, that movie to this day will still make you shit your pants. Another movie that you can compare to effects today is it's that Vietnam movie. I can't remember what it's called, but the effects in that movie, it took them 8 years to film that fucking movie because the effects were just all the explosion you see, like the effects and the pyrotechnics in that shit better than most movies they are today. So you can compare I'm comparing story-wise. You can always compare an old story to a new story.
I say as far as horror movies, I feel
horror
like
movies are trash
these
now.
days the story is not, like, the effects, the way it looks is much better. And the effects are more realistic, and if there's a ghost, it looks like a ghost. It doesn't look like a man running in a sheet going boo. But like, obviously I'm being dramatic, but but the story is I mean, some of them try. What was that movie? Okay, so last year I went to see Hereditary with some friends.
Which one was that? Was that the Nun one?
No.
I don't watch scary movies.
Honestly, I would take the time to describe it to you, but like, you're not going to be interested. And it was so stupid. The point was, like, the whole movie, like, there's a jump scare here or there, but the whole movie, we were waiting for the plot to, like, be, you know, at some point, typically when you start a movie, things kind of, like, they don't always make sense, but as the movie goes on, you start to understand, and then you root for the characters, or you root against them, or whatever. You start to understand, and you get where it's going. Yeah. It ended, and we were like, huh? Like,
I don't know,
what was the point?
I don't know. I feel like movies nowadays are not. No one's really coming up with original stories like they used to. And I think it's because it's so expensive to make movies nowadays. No one's willing to take a risk. Like, studios aren't willing to take as big a risk as before, where movies weren't as expensive to make. And two, that there's more tax breaks in Hollywood back then compared to now. There's not that much. So I think right now no one's really willing to make original stories as much as they used to. Because a lot of time it's just stories that, like all the Marvel movies, you read the comic books, you know what's happening.
Yeah.
It is changed it up a bit, of course, but same with, most movies nowadays are just reboots.
What I really liked...
Or books.
At the time when it came out, I really liked Paranormal Activity. I thought
that was a joke.
No, but here's the thing. I thought it was different. I liked the whole idea of the camera angle. I feel like it made me, like, sit on the edge because, like, not new. You can only see... But it was not highly done. It was... I mean, it was...
No, it's been done. What's that movie?
Blair Witch Project.
Yeah, that movie to this day I think is still scary.
No. Like I said, I'm not... Oh, and there was a Blair Witch remake, which, again, was not very good.
Yeah, because remakes tend to be shit.
No, I agree. But no, what I'm saying is that not that it was like, oh, this has never been done before, but it was, for me, I was like, you know what? I like this movie. It's interesting. I like, I like that it was just different. There was a storyline, but what they did with it, I don't know how many paranormal. There's like 4, maybe. Is it 4?
I think like 4.
They just made so many.
They milked it. And they just jerked it off.
Yeah, and then like I didn't watch. I think I watched the first and second, maybe the third.
And
there's one that like always comes on TV, and like I'll watch bits and pieces, but like I've never sat down and watched it.
Also,
but
I just don't get people that like scary movies. Why do you like being scared?
I like scary movies.
I don't know. I never understood that.
It's actually like a scientific proven thing that like people like the adrenaline rush of...
Oh, it's the adrenaline rush?
Yeah.
Go for a ride.
But it's a sense of like being frightened and getting that adrenaline, but also being in a secure, safe area where like no harm is really gonna come to you. That's why people go to haunted houses and they do scary things.
Yeah, I can't. Like, I don't know. They just, for me, it doesn't work. Like haunted house. Remember when we went to the haunted house? Did I seem affected? I was like, oh, look. Oh, there you are. Oh, I see you. Oh, here comes the fair. That's like
the fear. I think you said the fair.
Because like to me, they're just so predictable. It's like, oh, here it comes. Oh, you got me. Oh,
but
Oh, yeah, scared me there, ghost.
But I feel like you like ruin it for yourself with the anticipation.
But it doesn't work. Same with horror movies. They're too predictable. Religious horror movies don't get me either because I'm not religious, so I can't get into it.
No, I mean, and that's fair, but like I like horror movies when they're well done. Like I will always say like my absolute favorite horror movie is Insidious, the first one. I thought it was so well done with the exception of one little part that I was like,
Is it the one with the in the when they play that music that like you know what? That's when the movie lost it for me because I was like, oh, SpongeBob. Because they played that song of SpongeBob tons of times.
Yeah, but they remixed it to be really creepy.
No, it's the same song. It's exactly the same how it is in SpongeBob.
No. I'll play the.
It's the same way it is in SpongeBob. I remember because I remember watching it. And it was I think it was the part where the demon was on like a tricycle or whatever you call it.
No, it was a little boy dancing in the living room.
Whatever, but I remember just hearing. But it was
like a ghost.
Yeah, I remember hearing that song. And it's like, oh, you lost me.
But you know why I also like that movie? Because
I won't say they're bad though. They're decent.
Well, I didn't see the third one. There's 3 now.
What was the one where the guy popped out of nowhere from behind? Was that the first one or the second one?
I don't know. There's a lot of jump scares in all of the movies.
But the other thing too, and people like know what I'm talking about, that part where the demon popped up behind the guy was like standing there just like, well, what's going on? And then behind him, like pretty much Darth Maul. If you don't know Star Wars, if you know Darth Maul, you don't know. But when I saw, Darth Maul is a character in Star Wars. He has like horns on his head. He's red and black eyes and whatever.
And you might be thinking about the end of the first one.
I don't know. I just remember there was a jump scare, but the guy looked like, when I saw him, I was like, oh, it's Darth Maul. And then the movie was done for me. I just lost it for me.
See, but that's the thing. Like, there's many songs that are used in various productions. Like, hearing a song that you heard somewhere else should not ruin it for you. That actual song is a very old song, Tiptoe Through the Tulips.
Yeah, I know. It's a very old song. But the first thing once I heard that song, instantly in my head, SpongeBob popped in my head.
Anytime I hear that song, I think of Insidious and I get shivers.
Every time I hear that song, I think of, and that's all I hear is SpongeBob.
But here's the thing, like, the reason why that movie resonated with me, and like I feel like you from time to time have sleep paralysis, correct?
Mm-hmm.
The whole idea of that movie was that the kid lucid dreams, but to the point when it's not just like he can control his dreams, his soul literally leaves his body when he dreams and he drifts. And every time tie him to the bed. Well, it's his soul, so it's just not. Put a dream catcher over him. A really big maybe like a catcher. Spirit catcher, not a dream catcher. No, but here's the thing. So like it's harmless, right? He's traveling, he's astral projecting here, there, and whatever. But it's like the further and further he goes from his body, when it comes time to wake up, like it's harder for him to get back to his body. Now, people in the afterlife, or what they call the further, that's the one thing I didn't like in the movie because I was like, the further, really? Like, you couldn't think of anything better to call it. I don't know, but that's what they call it. So it's not like they're in hell. They're in this kind of like...
They're in purgatory.
Somewhat. But that's what they call it, the further. So they're like, oh, this body has no soul. We want it. We want to get in. Like, so fuck up. Get away from my body. That's what. But like stuff like that, like I, knock on wood, I've never lucid dreamed. I've never had. What's that mean?
Oh, when you like astral body, whatever.
No. Lucid dreaming is when you're like in a dream and you're like, this is a dream. So I just want ice cream. I want to ride a elephant. Like you can just control your dreams.
I could do that all the time. That's not because like for me, when I had literally after watching The Exorcist, it gave me night terrors probably for like I think it was like in middle school, grade 7, for like 3 months. I literally had a bad dream practically every day. Like every day I had a nightmare to the point it was hell. And how I pretty much got over that is that I'd pretty much tell like this is not real, and I would be like, or I'd tell my mind think happy things, and then happy things would happen, and whatever was fucking me up, it would go away.
That's the thing. I'm not gonna say I don't have the ability to do it, but I've never done it, and I've never. No, when I'm in my dream, I don't have that realization.
But just realize you have to force yourself to be like, hey, this is just a dream.
No. The only time that's ever happened, you ever have those dreams where it's like so good and you kind of wake up halfway. That happens to everybody. And you kind of want to go back and that's pretty much every good dream. That's the only time that I'm like aware I'm dreaming, but then I'm like, I'm half awake. It's not lucid because I'm actually awake and I'm just trying to fall asleep and go back into the dream.
Like for me, it's very hard for me to have it's nearly impossible for me to have nightmares now because either A, I'll just wake up and then go back to sleep, or 2, I'll I'll control it.
But here's the thing. You say you can lucid dream, but you also get sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with that shit. I don't want to lucid dream. Let me sleep. Let me rest my body, my mind, my soul. Because I feel like when you can go one way, aka lucid dreaming, you can go the other way. Sleep paralysis, which can be absolutely terrifying.
Oh, I know. I've had it. But the thing is, the same thing with the sleep paralysis. I'm aware of what's happening. It's like, okay, this is sleep paralysis.
Just because you're aware, but it's like, why?
But it's you taking control of the situation. It's you saying I'm in control.
I get it. I'm just saying if it doesn't need to happen, why? You get what I mean?
Well, it's gonna happen no matter what. You can control whatever happens.
But it hasn't happened to me. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't have the desire to lucid dream. If it's a nightmare, that sucks. But when I wake up, I will be okay.
Yeah, that's what you have to realize about dreams. It's just a dream. It will end eventually.
Right. That's the thing. In the dream, I don't know that, but I don't care. Like.
But that's just you having to be more self-aware of what's going on in your world. You know that you're asleep.
Listen, I've seen what was that movie? Inception. I've seen Inception. I understand that when you're in a dream, like there's no concept of time. You're sleeping for hours, but it feels like it was like a 20-minute period. Yeah. You don't know how you got there. You didn't wake up and drive to the mall. You're just at the mall. How did you get to the mall? When you think about it, you're like, you see a lot of people, but like people in the distance don't have faces. It's just like you don't think about it when you're in the dream, but it's like, I don't know. I just have no desire. I don't want to mess with that shit. I just don't want it. I don't want it.
Well, if you don't want sleep paralysis, don't go to sleep anxious, because that's generally the biggest reason why most people get sleep paralysis.
Sometimes, but some people just get it just because.
Most of the time it's generally because of anxiety or just that's generally
I wouldn't say most of the time. I'd say a lot, but I wouldn't say most.
But that's generally the main reason why. It's just stress and anxiety. The best way to prevent sleep paralysis is to not go
Maybe
to bed.
My whole life is a constant state of sleep paralysis because I have anxiety every single night. Like I go to sleep. I
don't know. The thing with me is sleep paralysis is when it happens, I'm aware of what's going on.
Yeah.
And I know what to do. I just kind of be like, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Or like with you, when I had it with you, I just made sounds.
For anyone who is listening and maybe doesn't know what sleep paralysis is, it's essentially just when you are sleeping, but your mind wakes up, but your body's still asleep. So in your head, you're just like, why can't I move? Why can't I talk? Because your body, like that part of your brain is still, your body feels like it's still in sleep mode, but your brain is awake. So it typically takes a few minutes to get out of it. And it's very scary because some people feel like, like they can't move. It's very scary. And then some people do open their eyes, and because they're still half dreaming,
they see shit.
Their minds play tricks on them. They say they see things, they feel things.
You can ask Liam about that, because Liam's told me he's seen shit. Him with his brother, I've never personally seen anything.
Oh my god! I mean,
to me would be terrifying.
I'd be willing to talk about that, but that's the thing, and that's it.
But at the same time,
me, Hugh, if I had sleep paralysis, I would see all my inner demons. They would come from me. So it's just like,
hey, motherfucker,
I don't have any desire. Waiting. Yeah.
And to hear about it? I don't want to hear about it.
No. To experience it.
That's where the word nightmare came from. From people having sleep paralysis, because I can't remember some lady named whatever, but essentially the word nightmare came from
some lady named whatever in whatever place at one time.
But essentially that's where the word came from. Nightmare came from people having sleep paralysis and seeing shit. When they're like, what's going on?
Oh my god.
I don't know. Like even if I saw shit, I know at first it would be like, oh, what the fuck? But then after a while, I'd be like, wait a second, no, you're not real. Fuck off. Because you just have to understand reality, like reality from not reality. So that's why, like, for me, like, I remember, like, one time I had sleep paralysis 3 times in one night. Not when I was with you. Like, at home, I had sleep paralysis 3 times in one night. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, the first time I was like, oh, this is what's happening. And then the second time, like, literally 5 minutes later, I was like, what the fuck? Stop. And then the third time it happened, I was like, god damn it. And I was like, I'm not sleeping anymore.
Clearly, like, looks like I'm just up for the night.
Yeah, no, I was like, oh, I'm too stressed out for the night, I guess.
4 a.m., guess I'm starting my day.
Yeah, literally. I don't know, man. Just, and also, I'm a pothead, so I don't dream.
Actually, they say every night you dream. You actually dream multiple times.
Well, I'm not
just
aware
about what your
of it.
body remembers. Yeah.
Well, my body doesn't remember shit. Potheads don't dream. It's when I get off my break, when I take a break, like a couple of weeks of break, then I notice I start dreaming again. But when I'm more like on an active mode, Jesus Christ! When I'm more active with the marijuanas, I don't notice my dreams. It's just black.
I don't know.
I just wake up and it's like, oh, what? Well, nothing happened.
Yeah, like most of my dreams are like weird to the point when like I don't know if like they're just, when I say weird, it's just weird because most dreams are crazy. Majority of my dreams,
most dreams are just fun and happiness and cupcakes.
No, but like that's what when I say crazy, I mean like, oh, like unicorns and rainbows and ha ha, or like I don't know, like a lot of my dreams are like scenarios that could really very well realistically happen in my real life. It's like there's been a couple times when I've talked to you and be like, hey, did I tell you this or did I just dream that I told you this? Because it's like, I may actually have something to tell you.
You need some fun dreams, man. Jesus Christ.
No, yeah. So I'm just like, oh shit, like, did this really happen? Because it's just so normal.
Yeah, every time you talk about your dreams, it doesn't sound fun.
Yeah, but I mean, they're not scary either. It's just, they're just normal. I've talked about it on the podcast before. Like, I have dreams where, like, I'm laying in bed and I wake up because I have to pee, and I get up and I walk to the toilet and I like, and I have to, and I go pee, and then like I wake up out of my sleep because I'm like, shit, I hope I didn't piss myself because like in my dream I released.
Dreaming about unicorns and shit, bro. Get some fun dreams.
I can't tell myself that.
Get some.
I'd rather have boring dreams and dream of demons and shit. I've had nightmares in my life and like they have stuck with me, like nightmares that I've had as children.
No, I stuck with you for
as children, like I'm multiple kids as a child. When I was a children, you know. It's my birthday week. Be nice to me.
Fuck off. It's not your birthday yet.
It's my birthday. Did I say it was my birthday?
So
I said it's
when my birthday week comes, I can.
Do you want to tell everyone what I did for you on your birthday week?
Oh, God.
Yeah, let's not go there. I climbed a fucking mountain in Peru for you, so let's shut the hell up. You can be nice to me for a week. Starting now.
No.
Hugh-Gene.
No.
Be nice.
Threatening me with a glass cover is not going to make me want to be polite.
Is this glass?
It's hard.
It's glass.
I could definitely kill a person.
It's just a candle lid.
I could definitely kill a person.
No.
You're telling me if I took the edge of it and hit it against your skull, it wouldn't kill you?
No. Is it? Oh.
I
forgot I was wearing headphones.
You're telling me if I took that and put force and hit it right at your temple, it wouldn't kill you?
Maybe blunt force trauma.
Exactly.
You would have to be very, because it's not that big, so you'd have to be very accurate.
Yeah, I'd use the corner. You don't have to be that
It's
accurate.
round. There's no corners on something that's round. It's called an edge, honey.
Whatever edge. Right here?
You did here first time you talked. Like, figure it out.
Just in general.
Figure it out, Hugh.
If I compress your skull, it would.
Yes. Any item that is hard enough in the right spot can kill somebody. Yes, you're correct. I have a weapon in my hand. Maybe you should be nice to me then.
No.
Anyways.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it for
Look,
today.
we're getting longer and longer. I'm telling you. No.
That's what he said.
We're getting longer and longer. Why would he say we?
Because titties hang too over time.
That's gross.
Balls and titties, everything.
So you'd say that like when you're 40. Like, look, we're both sagging.
We're both getting longer and longer.
We're both getting floppy.
Yeah.
We're both just flopping all over the place. Your titties are getting floppy. No, I don't even want to call them titties. I'm going to call them floppers.
Titties hit the knees, balls hit the ankles.
Ew.
Do your balls hang low? Do they wobble to a
That's why, like, if I was a girl, I wouldn't want, like, big, like, G titties. You know?
No, it's funny because...
Become, like, when you do jumping jacks, it's just like...
That's why you wear a sports bra, because it holds it. Ew, stop that.
Like,
no, but you go
like
into, like, I don't know, like, I remember when all of my kids... Why can
How many
kids
do you got, bro?
I got 7.
Not mine.
No, and all of my friends, when we were, like, younger and going through puberty, that's what I was saying, kids, sorry. I don't know, like, I was never, like, flat-chested, but I was like, yo, everyone's blowing up. Even, like, my mom, I'm like, okay.
Where my tits, mom?
I'm like, mine should be equivalent to your size. So, like, where they at, though? But then I'm like, okay. Like, I'm happy with what I got because there's going to be less sagging in the future.
Yeah, that's why I prefer medium to small titties over giant titties.
Yeah.
Giant titties are good for 20 years. When they start to come, I would say, oh, okay, when do girls normally enter puberty? When did titties start coming?
It depends on
like,
the girl. I would
let's
say
average.
anywhere between 12 to 14, they
okay.
start.
So let's say 20 years. No, okay. 30 years. Titties are, girls with massive titties, that's when they're good.
No, actually, because I told you, one of my closest friends, family
You're
friends.
already starting to sag?
It's not even about sagging, but you don't understand how, like, much big breasts actually give you, like, back.
I'm not talking about that. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm talking about aesthetically pleasing.
Okay, cool. Yeah, just don't.
Well, no, what the fuck was I? What do you think I was talking about? When I say titties are great for 30 years.
But I'm just saying, you have to consider that for
no,
the person.
I know, but I don't care. I'm talking about the
You're
aesthetic.
So inconsiderate.
Well, no shit. I know they give you back pain and all that crap. Just do some fucking
aesthetically.
rows
It
and
depends. It really depends because
on average, I'll say 30 years.
Some people have very
Somebody do a lot of push-ups.
Elasticity, like the elasticity in their skin
Put some lotion on.
Okay, it's not. I mean, yeah, that helps with
Take cold showers. Keeps your skin nice and tight.
Anyways,
it does.
It closes your pores
and it keeps your skin nice and tight.
But it's not going to stop natural sagging. That's gravity.
Well,
That's why some people say like you should sleep in a bra because it holds things in place. Some people say you should not sleep on your back because women boobs tend to spread.
Suffocate you.
No. Or yes, no.
That's like F's.
No woman's boobs are gonna go directly into their face unless they have a push-up bra on and then they lay on their back.
Imagine that's how someone
because naturally
got killed.
the gravity will make them go down, or if they lay on their back, they'll kind of spread and like kind of go towards the armpits, like out. If that makes sense.
Imagine, you know, people smother with like pillows and stuff. Imagine that's how you died. Someone just like took your titty, like, "Dah, bitch." He was like.
Are you impressed with that joke? Like, are you proud of yourself for that one?
Yeah, I'm proud. I think that'd be fucking
You're
hilarious.
proud?
Yeah, that'd be funny sight. How'd she die? By her own titties. Imagine that. You just like, and it's too. Hey, and like you can't really find the person that did it. You're not leaving any evidence behind.
DNA.
I touched her titties. We had sex. I've touched her titties multiple times.
Well, then you'd still be the number one suspect.
No matter
like
what.
I said, your tits are just gonna suffocate.
No matter what, you're gonna be
and your brain would wake you up the minute you can't breathe.
But you're gonna be dead. All my weight's on you and your titties. So you're not getting up, buddy. No, I prefer medium to small because they last longer and they look better to me.
Wow.
Aesthetically, they're more pleasing. I'm sorry.
I'm so glad that you as a man can tell women what you prefer
and
what is appealing.
You guys do that all the time, but with penises and shit.
No.
Girls don't. Well, amongst yourselves, we're more guys. I feel like are more open.
Men do it amongst themselves too.
Yeah, but we're more open about it than girls are.
Actually,
I feel like girls are worse than guys. I don't because you guys do it in private, so you're not honest about it.
I can't ever think of like a
Look at that little dick!
Where I've had a conversation with a girlfriend about like a penis, like what we prefer. Like, you know how men are like, oh, like am I a like tit man or an ass man? Like women don't have that. Or like, oh, do you like little titties or you like big like we don't have that
because guys are more visual animals while you guys are more mental animals too.
For us it's like there's obviously like the women who are like, oh, I like big dicks, but at the end of the day, like a dick is a dick. We're not like, oh,
are you sure about that?
Is his dick veiny?
Are you
does
sure
he have
about
like
that?
the mushroom tip? Does he have foreskin? Is he circumcised? Like none of my friends care about that.
If I had a micro dick, would you still say that a dick is a dick? Would you still say that?
Yeah, a dick is a dick, and that's a dick that I don't want.
Wow.
But a dick is a dick.
It's not just a dick, it's a micro dick.
It's
practically a giant clitoris.
It's still a penis.
It's a clitoris. It's just an overgrown clitoris that shoots some shit. And even if I don't even think you can shoot shit because you're not going to be able to jerk it off.
Of course you can.
With what? No.
Yes.
What if it's even smaller? What if it literally is just a clit?
No, Hugh-Gene. That's like you're just being very dramatic. Anyways, no. We're not gonna keep this conversation
2 hours. We're on at 2 hours, guys.
We are ending the podcast. Are we ever gonna
hit 2 hours?
Listen, I have a cottage weekend to plan for. I have so much shit that is still not done yet. So
that's not our problem.
We gotta
that's
wrap this up.
That's not the listener's problem.
No, but we gotta wrap this up.
I don't want
to. If you guys want, you can follow me on Instagram and wish me happy birthday at Jonel Wilson, or Twitter as well. JONELWILSON. And then also you can follow This Square Room on Instagram and Twitter. And I guess if you really want, you can follow Hugh-Gene. God. HUGHGENEB on Instagram only. Okay. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we will see you guys next week.